Hello there and welcome. Today we're going to pull back the curtain on the Page Layout tab in Microsoft Word. This is basically the control panel that lets you take a document from just okay to looking absolutely amazing and professional. So are you ready to get started? Let's jump right in. Okay, let's be real for a second. Have you ever created a document that looks a little something like the one on the left? Kind of messy, the picture is just sort of there, and you're looking at that beautiful, clean document on the right, wishing you knew how to make yours look just like it? Well, guess what? That is exactly what we're going to learn how to do today. So, here's our game plan. Think of this as our guided tour. First, we'll pick a style for our document. Then, we'll set up the page itself. After that, we'll add a little flair to the background, get our paragraphs looking perfect, and then, the big one, we'll master how to handle images. And stick around to the end because I've got some pro shortcuts that are going to make you so much faster. First up on our tour, the Themes group. The easiest way to think about this is like the wardrobe for your document. It's where you can pick a complete, coordinated outfit with just a single click. So what in the world is a theme? Well, it's pretty much a pre-made style guide. It bundles together fonts, colors, and even some special effects that are all designed to look really good together. When you pick a theme, Word just poof applies that style to all your headings and text. Everything matches, and it instantly looks cohesive and professional. Okay, so we've got our style picked out. Now let's work on the actual foundation of our page. We're moving over to the Page Setup group. This is like the blueprint for your document. It defines the whole structure before you even start building. First up, we have margins. This is just the empty space, the white border around the edges of your page. A good way to think of it is like the fence around your yard. It sets the boundary for your content. Word gives you some easy presets like normal, narrow if you're trying to squeeze more stuff onto a page, and wide when you want things to feel a little more open and airy. Next up is orientation, and this one is super simple. It's just asking, do you want your page to be tall or do you want it to be wide? Tall is called portrait and wide is called landscape. The best way to remember this is to think about your phone. You hold it vertically, that's portrait mode, to scroll through social media. And you turn it sideways, that's landscape mode, to watch a video. Easy, right? And then we have columns. You know when you see a really wide page with text stretching all the way from one side to the other? It can be kind of tough to read. Columns are the fix for that. This tool splits your text up into nice, neat vertical columns, just like you'd see in a newspaper or a magazine. It makes a ton of text feel way less intimidating and much easier on the eyes. Now this is a little insider tip for you. Every single time you open a blank document in Word, this is what you're starting with. It's set to letter size, tall portrait orientation with 1-inch margins and just one single column. Knowing this is a huge advantage because it means you know exactly what to change right from the get-go to get the look you want. All right, our foundation is solid. Now for the fun part. Let's add some personality. We're heading over to the Page Background group. This is where you can add those little extra touches to make your document really stand out. You've basically got three main tools here. Watermark lets you put some faint text in the background, like confidential or draft. Super useful. Page color does exactly what it sounds like. It changes the background color of the page. This is mostly for documents you're going to view on a screen. And Page Borders lets you put a nice frame around your content. Anything from a simple line to a fancy, decorative border. Okay, moving on to the paragraph group. Now, while the other tools we looked at affect the whole page, these tools are all about getting really precise with your text. This is how you control the spacing and positioning of each individual paragraph. In here, you have two main controls, indent and spacing. Indent controls the horizontal space. It's how you push a paragraph in from the left or right side. Spacing, on the other hand, is all about the vertical. It lets you add a little bit of empty space above or below a paragraph. Using these two together is the secret to giving your text room to breathe on the page, which makes everything so much easier to read. And now, we've arrived at the section that sometimes feels a little tricky, but trust me, it's one of the most powerful. The Arrange group. This is your command center for telling pictures, shapes, and text boxes how to behave and play nicely with all your words. Honestly, the best way to understand the Arrange tools is to just imagine you're making a scrapbook.
You've got your main story written on the page, and now you're adding photos and fun stickers. You're the one who decides where each photo goes, how the words flow around it, and which sticker gets to be on top of another one. The Arrange group gives you that exact same creative control in your document.
Okay, listen up, because this is the most important button in this entire section. It's called Wrap Text. You know how when you first drop a picture into Word, it just acts like a giant clumsy block and messes up your sentences? Yeah, it's awful. Well, Wrap Text is the magic button that fixes it. It lets you tell your words how to behave around the image. You can make them form a neat square, or you can have them hug the image's shape tightly. This tool is the absolute key to making images and text look like they belong together. Now, what about when things overlap? This is where layering comes in, and it's simpler than it sounds. You have these commands called bring to front and send to back. Just look at the slide. You've got two shapes and one is on top. All you do is select that top one, click send to back, and boom, they switch places. You're just telling Word which one should be in front. It's really that easy. Now, if you've got a really complex document with tons of pictures and shapes, things can get a little chaotic. That's when you call in the selection pane. It's this super helpful little sidebar that gives you a neat list of every single object on your page. This thing is a lifesaver for finding an image that somehow got buried behind your text, or even just for hiding an object for a minute so you can focus on something else. Here's a little cheat sheet for you, just to make it all stick. Use the position tool when you just want to quickly pop an image into a corner. Use Wrap Text, our favorite, to control how words flow around things. Use Bring and Send when you're dealing with overlapping objects. And finally, use Group to lock a picture and its caption together so they move around as one single unit. Super handy. We have officially covered all the tools, so now it's time to give you some superpowers. These keyboard shortcuts are going to help you do all this stuff way faster. You'll be working like a pro in no time. Seriously, forget clicking through all those menus. Let's make you faster. Need to start a new page right now? Just hit Control and Enter. Want to indent a paragraph? That's Control and M. Oh, you changed your mind? No problem. Control, Shift, and M will undo it. And my personal favorite, before you waste a single drop of ink, hit Control and F2. That pops up the print preview so you can see exactly how your document will look on paper. And there you have it. That was our grand tour of the Page Layout tab. We covered everything from themes and margins to arranging images. You now have all the controls you need to take any document from plain to perfectly polished. So, the only question left is, what amazing thing are you going to create?